Yo, what up, team? Welcome back to J3 Entertainment, where you about to get that honest, non-biased, fair review.
That's right, y'all. Non-spoiler edition. What we got for him, bro?
Thunderbolts movie review. We here, y'all.
Yes. You guys know the summer kicked off.
Yes, it did.
And we are here.
Yeah, we are.
Let the good times roll, right?
What he said. The trailers were interesting. We finally got to saw the movie. It's here, and we can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah, the trailers definitely were interesting, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of like giving us that ragtag team, and we got a chance to experience.
We did. Yeah. We got a lot to say.
You jumping ready to do a review?
Oh, yeah.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm ready to get up in this, but before we do, let me explain to those that's new to the channel how we like to do reviews on J3 Entertainment. First thing first, this is a spoiler-free review, so please do not spoil this movie review for anybody. Give me 10 days. After this, 10 days, do what you will.
Mm-hmm.
Celebration.
It's a celebration at that point. Go ahead and do what you will. Next thing, we like to talk about the good. We talk about the bad, then we go and give you guys a grade. So, gentlemen, before we get into that, were you entertained?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards entertained.
You entertained?
I'm leaning towards entertained.
You leaning towards it.
Yeah.
But was you?
Like Michael Jackson. I'm leaning.
Okay. All right.
But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I was.
You
I
entertained?
was. Yeah.
Okay.
Had some problems, but I was entertained.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
me-
some problems.
For me, there is entertainment in this movie, and I was mildly entertained, but I can say I overall had a entertaining experience. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into this good. See, what do you like about this movie?
I'm gonna start off with the humor. I don't normally go this route, but I did enjoy the humor for the most part in this movie. Normally, Marvel humor is over the top and it does too much, but they found a happy medium for me in this one, and dividing it through characters. And sometimes it was a little too much in some instances, but for the most part, the humor was good for me.
Okay. I have to second that too, man. One of the goods I have is the actors. It was a very refreshing moment just seeing the actors come back and reprise their roles, and we've seen them in multiple Marvel projects, so we were able to get them all to come together now, and we get to see them team up, which was really cool and interesting. For me, one of the bright styles of the acting for me was David Harper. You guys know I'm a big David Harper fan of Stranger Things.
Nice.
And just seeing him on stage and just do what he do best, and it was just amazing. I was very embodied with his character, right? So I was really in tune with him. And then seeing Sebastian Stan as Bucky, he brings the old team to the new team idea. That was really cool. You know, Julia, what's her last name?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Elaine.
Yeah.
Beautiful, gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? And then you have Florence and Olga. Yeah. Dope. You know what I mean? So we had some refreshing vibe teams. The cast I thought was there.
I'll say for me, the directing kind of stood out, man. It had an ensemble feel to it. Again, this is a Marvel movie, but it felt like it was another movie with people trying to be heroes and trying to find their way. So it was kind of like more of a different kind of journey. And I like that it wasn't so much humor, even though we got it. I think it was more like on a hard-hitting drama. Like it was touching on some crazy like subject matters. I was like, dang,
yeah,
Marvel's doing that again? Okay, because sometimes you never really know which way they're going to go.
Yeah.
But it was some surprise in there as far as directing and technical stuff goes.
Yeah.
So I'll give it that.
Before I give the mic back to you, and Wyatt.
Yeah.
Russell.
Oh, yeah.
Wyatt
Yeah.
Russell. Yeah. All right, go ahead. You can't forget my boy.
Hell yeah.
That would have been a very bad omission. Mm-hmm. I got nothing else. I'm done with my likes.
Okay, you just like to laugh. What about you?
That's kind of where I'm at.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to say that I have to agree with you with the directing.
Okay.
But I thought the music was very interesting, right? It had a nice tone to it, a nice style to it. Not very memorable when it comes to heroic moments, but for the most part, I thought the score did its thing throughout the movie. You knew the music was present, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
What about you? Nothing. You said nothing, right?
No, that's where I'm at. I'm good.
Time to move into the bad. Yeah. Damn. All right. He's flexing. Damn. Okay. Been waiting for this all night.
No, I felt like a little stiff.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So for me, for my bad, I'm going to go with action, or rather, the lack of action with this cast. This cast and the way that this was presented in my eyes, I felt like I was going in with like a Black Ops assault team, and this was going to be an action fest, and I didn't get that. It was still a decent story or whatever, but this needed a different direction with a heavier emphasis on action, especially with the people that they gave us.
For me, I have to say the script, the story, I thought was not good at all. And just it was boring. It was a boring story. I did not come to watch this type of movie for therapy. It took all the fun out of it for me. Like, I was there for the whole idea. You know what I'm saying? We there for this. You know what I mean? We recognize these characters, and we know these characters got problems. But it was just a very gloomy, it left me, with a void. And I didn't like that.
Okay. I'll definitely say as far as like action goes, the choreography was not the best when it came to creativity and uniqueness. A lot of stuff felt the same, and it looked like they were rehearsing, like they were counting like 1, 2, 3, or okay, I'm gonna do this. And then some of the inconsistencies with certain characters that have certain skill traits was kind of odd, because we've been following the MCU, and I was like, wait a minute, like, why did this person do that? And then the lack of, attacks and specials, it was like they were suppressing themselves. And I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Just end the dude, like, end the person. So it was a lot of that. And it was like they were trying to be flashy. And like when the movie starts, it works. Because it's the first time you're seeing the characters get down and like kind of do stuff.
Right.
But then they start recycling attacks and combinations and takedowns. I'm like, if you watch a lot of action movies, you understand what I'm saying. You got to keep it fresh, and it just kind of just kept redoing the same thing again.
Yeah,
a lot of that.
What about you?
Next, I'm gonna go on the ensemble idea, because this movie was the trailer showed an ensemble movie. It felt like an ensemble thing, and I feel like it under-delivered in that. We got a heavy emphasis on certain characters and almost nothing on some others. And I feel like if you're going to present this movie as an ensemble, then you have to deliver more with other people. And I feel like some people just got left behind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like this movie should have started off in the beginning. This is how it should have started. Should have said, "Somebody save me!" I'm like, what the? God damn! The whole movie.
I don't care how you do it. Just save me.
Yeah, it was there.
I've been waiting
wrong
for
franchise.
You. Yeah, I feel you.
I was bored.
That's funny.
Like, when it comes to this, like I'm not, like I said, I'm not here.
Thunderville,
bro.
Woo! I'll pay for that ticket.
Man,
all right, bet.
We did.
Yeah.
I want money back.
Thunderville.
I just feel that, like, the script was just with that ensemble with actors, and that script just underperformed. It was a therapy moment. You talk about the action and stuff. It didn't hit. It didn't hit.
I just thought of something else. So this is a little. So this is it's kind of positive and it's kind of negative. I'm gonna call it confliction. All right, here we go. So in the movie, right? So basically, our team of heroes they're not sure. They're struggling with what they want to be, right? So I'm like, this movie could have went one or two ways. You could have either went straight villains and would have had an awesome nonstop action-packed movie, or you could have been anti-heroes and played the field, or you could have just been straight good guys. But the problem is these characters have an identity crisis, and the movie also has an identity crisis because it doesn't know what it wants to be. It's like, lean into the bad guy role and just go out and just wreak some havoc. Like, go to war, do missions, or be heroes, or learn to be heroes. But what you did was you made us sympathize with these Thunderbolts, knowing that a new team of Avengers is coming. So the positive is we understand where they're coming from. The problem is we want to see the heroes with the power sets doing stuff. So that's where the confliction comes in.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, where are the heroes at? We know what they're capable of. We know how they get down. We know they mean business. But the Thunderbolts is like, we're thrown in a situation where we know we ain't crap. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's upside down for sure. It's out of.
It's wish wash.
I'm just gonna end with this one because I don't want to dwell too much on a negative, but I just feel that the dislike for me also is the conclusions of these movies. For the last couple years, we have the same similar conclusions all the time, and it's draining. Like it's like, okay, it's like when you go in, you know how it's gonna end. Off the top, first 10 minutes in, you know exactly how it's gonna end, and the story and the writing just isn't hit, man. I'm gonna end with that. Because I don't want to spoil nothing, but them conclusions, man. And you know what? Another thing, take out them end credits. I'm done. I'm done, bro. Them end credits is just
right,
man. You make us wait all this for this. I'm done.
Yeah, there's nothing exciting about that.
Shane Mosley. All right, man. Y'all ready? Give a grade.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. It's great time. What you got, bro?
For me, this movie, despite its promise, its lack of delivery, for me, forces me to give it 2.5 stars, y'all. Hate to say it, but yeah. It's
Down the middle.
Yeah. Leaving the theater, my grade was at a 3, and it dropped because other things that I saw within the flaws though. And the last Marvel movie I felt like was a little more better and decent, and a lot of those things that we had in this movie were problems. The other movie perfected it, even though it had this problem. So I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5 stars, though, man. But that extra second star is for the cast and for the directing. So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said 2 out of 5?
Yeah, 2 out of 5. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to make that clear. 2 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah. For the cast and for the directing. Yeah.
For me, I was mildly entertained. The experience wasn't quite there like it should have been. There wasn't always an experience, but Marvel has been giving us a lot of dreams, and that right there has been hurting me because they're giving us dreams. You see these trailers, they give you a dream. They give you this, they tell you you're gonna have a phenomenal experience, and then you get there and then you're like, damn, all right, well, time to go home, y'all. Like, I don't like going home with a void. I like to go home and get out the theater and be cool. Like, okay, that was a cool movie, man. You know what I mean? It was some bad. Never say no movie's just perfect, but it was just like, I felt empty. I felt depressed. And you should never feel like that walking out of a movie unless you watch Uncut Gems. Then then we kind of understand why, bro. But you should never really walk out, especially a comic book movie. You should never walk out depressed, empty inside, because you didn't get any substance. They sold us a dream, and I'm mad. For me, I'm gonna give this movie 2 stars out of 5 because the acting was good, the cast was great, the directing was cool. That story and how it just played out, conclusion wise, it just was just depressing. Like, I ain't come here for this, man. I will probably never buy this movie nor watch it on streaming because I don't want to feel this way. And then I wouldn't buy one of those action figures, statues, or T-shirts because I don't care at this point. Is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the honest, non-biased, fair review.
Honesty.
That's what it is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You know, it's what it is. But I always say, take a look at it, man, because you don't just take our word for it. All right, it didn't come up. Okay. Do your thing, man. If you like it, you like it, man. Shit, But for me, man, yeah, 2 stars out of 5, man. But hope you guys enjoyed, the review.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Y'all got any final words?
I'm gonna need y'all to put more respect on Red Guardian. This is the man who fought Black Panther and Captain America in the Cold War. Come on, man. Stop acting like this man didn't do his thing and like he's dreaming.
When you bring characters in, let us know off the back, are they going to be heroes or villains? We don't want to have to figure it out. I need to know right away so I can get behind the characters.
Yeah.
And if they're going to be a villain, great. At least we can follow them and understand them, because sometimes the villains look at themselves as heroes too. They have a mission, they're out trying to do something, but don't set them up to be something that they're not. And that's what this movie did.
Got you.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's not about us.
It's about y'all.
Post your comments down below. Let us know what you guys thought about this movie. Are you guys down for it? Put your grade down below too, man. Let us know, man. It's all love, man. If you like it, perfect. If you hate it, perfect. It's all love, man.
Subjective,
hate
baby.
Over here, man. We all got different opinions, man.
Yeah.
If you're new to the channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button. Thumbs up this video. Don't forget to share Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon, where you can find uncut videos and exclusive content.
What he said. Follow.
Yeah, man. Press the button.
Also, you want to show the channel love, make sure you join the YouTube membership in the section. I think it's one down below.
You know what to do.
Do it.
I'm J3.
Run the show. Go. Ninja Assassin.
It's your boy C.
Road to 100,000 subscribers.